welcome back. Jeff Heggie, Daily Success Strategies. Thanks for being with me today. The other day I had my friend Richie Norton over here. He is an entrepreneur, he's a coach, he's an author, he's just so many things. And I love talking with Richie and having conversations with him on different subjects. But what we got talking about was his book, The Power of Starting Something Stupid. Make sure to check my show notes because I'm going to put all the links in there. And you definitely want to get that book if you haven't read it yet. But we got talking about it and got talking about continuous improvement plus the concept of stupid is the new smart. So I'm going to turn it over to that conversation. Listen to that and I'll be back with you in a moment. And you know, one of the things I like what you talk about in there too, is how the limiting beliefs we put into our own lives. And you know, when you talked about when Stephen M.R. Covey talked to you about coming and working with him, and you talk about the 20 years of experience versus 1 year experience 20 times. Mm-hmm. And maybe just talk a little bit about that.
Yeah, so he brought me to his office, asked me to work with him. I said, aren't I too, this is like, a while ago. I was in my mid-20s, and he's like, I said, aren't I too young? And he said, he kind of pounded on the desk, his own fun way, but kind of like serious, and says, Richie, I said, aren't I too young? What about the gray hairs? That's exactly what I said. And now I know it looks like I'm blonde, but I'm also gray under But there's too much sun, the COVID hair. But he's like, people say they have 20 years experience, when in reality they only have 1 year experience repeated 20 times. And when he said that, it blew up in like these ideas. And I started realizing that most people, he wasn't saying experience isn't important. He was saying that continuous improvement is important, that you can learn. And when I realized that, I was like, oh my gosh, anybody, if they want to, can learn anything. Entrepreneurship is a learnable skill. It's like riding a bike. But many people don't believe that they can, so they don't even try to get on the bike, and therefore, self-fulfilling prophecy, they can't do it.
Right.
So it really is important to know that anyone can become an expert in anything in over several years and stuff like that, but it begins with one idea and one project. So people are always scared because they're like, I'm not an expert. You go, well, has there ever been an expert that didn't start with like an experiment? Like doing one thing, and there never has. It's the only path to get there is to try.
I can't think of her name. You're a Badass, that book. Have you read that book? Mm-hmm. Anyways, she talks about it, and I was thinking about you when I heard her talking about this, and she was talking about the Wright brothers. And she went into the mode of talking as if she's the mom's friends, gossip about, well, have you heard about so-and-so's kids? They think they're gonna fly, and going on. And there's so many things that we look at that, what a stupid idea, until it's not.
Exactly.
And I think that's what I love about. And when I tell people about your book, if they haven't heard about it, the title just gets them like that, and they're like, oh, I gotta understand that. And I'm like, yeah, you really do.
Yeah. No, it's really interesting. Like, I'll say stupid is the new smart, and people will laugh. But then you say it another way, and you go, well, you understand that if it was smart, it would already be done. So anything new and creative is outside of smart. Right. Therefore, it's stupid until it's not. And it's not that it's inherently stupid. It's just that people are scared, or it's new, or it's different, or it's threatening.
All right, that was great. Thanks, Richie. I appreciate you sharing that with us. And as I said, if you haven't read The Power of Starting Something Stupid, go right now. Go to my show notes, get the link, and go get your copy, because it's a great book. It's got great information in it. And make sure I'll also include all Richie's other contact and how to follow him, because he just signed a new book contract, and he's going to be having another book come out in the next year or so, and you will not want to miss that. I can promise you that. But thanks. Those were some great things to talk about. And, as you're looking at the things on how to move forward with your ideas, how to move forward with your goals, you need to have clarity. You need to understand the why behind those things, what's going to push you to keep going on those. And that's what I've been working with people with. So go to jeffheggie.com, get my free momentum series, and go through that series to help figure out where you're going, how you're going to get there, and have a clear vision on what you need to do. But thanks again for being with me. Make sure to go check out my show notes, follow Richie, get his book, all those things, and share this with someone that could use it. But thanks, and I'll be back tomorrow. Bye.